the frog whose eyes were in its throat. In 1992, a high school student named Dater, living in the Canadian province of Ontario, found a frog in her backyard. She immediately sensed that something was wrong because when she picked up the frog, it did not open its eyes. The real shock came when she opened the frog's mouth. Two eyes were staring back at her from inside its throat. At first, Dater thought the frog might have swallowed another frog, but she soon realized that the eyes were actually attached to the frog's own palate, the roof of its mouth. The frog was nearly blind and could not find food on its own. Dater took it home and began feeding it insects, but the frog would only eat when the food was placed directly into its throat. When local newspaper photographer Scott Gardner was told about the story, he assumed it was a joke, but upon arriving, he saw the frog with his own eyes. Dater had named the frog Gollum after the famous character from Tolkien's works. Biologist Professor Bogart from the University of Guelph was also astonished when he examined the frog. He explained that it was a male American toad, Bufo americanus, at least 2 years old. What amazed him most was how a blind frog had managed to survive in the wild for so long. Dr. Bogart believed the condition might be due to a genetic defect or environmental pollution, which caused the eyes to grow inward. He wanted to study the frog further, but Dater firmly refused to hand over her pet for experiments. Although Gollum's story became widely known, scientists have suggested several possible explanations for such cases. Macromutation, genetic changes can sometimes cause organs to develop in the wrong location. In scientific terms, this is called ectopic expression. Environmental factors. During the 1990s, frogs with abnormal body structures, such as extra legs, were reported in parts of Canada and the United States. Experts believe chemicals in water or certain parasites, such as Riboroia ondatri, can interfere with tadpole cells and cause such deformities. A miracle of survival. Frogs use their eyes not only for vision but also to help swallow food. When a frog swallows, its eyes press downward to push food into the throat. In Gollum's case, the eyes were already inside the throat, creating a bizarre biological paradox.